One appliance can cause another to ignite. When natural gas is burning out of control, it's a Class B fire. But when inside, because of the surrounding ordinary combustibles, you're also dealing with a Class A fire. In commercial and industrial settings, cables and machinery may further expand the emergency to include a Class C fire, or even Class D if combustible metals are part of the manufacturing process. All these factors can create visibility problems in locating burning gas. Indoor fires may require you to create a path to get to the meter. If the fire has been burning for some time, smoke may prevent you from seeing the meter and cause you to back away. When intense heat is present, the dial cover where the meter is read may crack and melt, which adds to the danger. When this happens, gas will be leaking from inside the meter. If at all possible, try to get the flow of gas shut off. Generally, meter valves are located to the left of the meter, and a quarter turn of the valve with a wrench stops gas from flowing. The wing of the valve ends up at a right angle to the gas pipe. You don't want to waste time finding out that the wrench you thought would work doesn't. Valves are standardized to the degree that you should always have an adjustable wrench on hand for the situation. If access to the valve is blocked by flames, it may be possible to use a tool which has an extension. With a longer reach, you may be able to shut the valve down. It may be difficult to change your priorities, but in these situations, the primary objective is to control the fuel source instead of putting out the fire. But it takes discipline to do this. This doesn't mean that action isn't taken. There most likely will be other exposures in the immediate area which need to be protected. This is especially important if overhead electric wires could end up in the path of any spreading fire. In other situations, such as the fire coming from an upper level, say a bedroom where a gas line is very unlikely to be found, you may need to combat this fire first rather than attacking the fuel source. Once the fire is out, you need to check and look for any signs of free-flowing gas. It is essential in any situation involving burning natural gas that you be absolutely sure the fuel source is secure. If you can't shut down the fuel source, make sure the utility company is present so their personnel can take the steps necessary to eliminate this hazard. Also, be aware that there's a danger of reignition, and there are many possible sources. Friction, which creates static electricity, either with fabrics or plastics, such as piping. Any electrical devices which can arc or spark, such as pagers and cell phones. Damaged electrical system components, such as wires. Any electric or gasoline-driven motors or tools. Electric switches of any kind. Anything which can produce a flame, such as a match. Keep in mind and stay alert to the dangers of gas migration. What's not burning but leaking may be traveling through ducts, such as wall cavities, ceilings, or excavations along the property.
When is the area out of danger? When CGI testing shows no traces of natural gas in the air, and the environment is said to be zeroed out.
If there is any doubt, evacuate. Otherwise, as a precaution, advise residents to avoid operating switches, and as such, if any lights are turned on, leave them on. Also instruct them not to use phones inside. If they need to make a call, use a cell phone outside. Since they have the authority, police and fire police need to be on hand to handle traffic problems and reroute vehicles from the emergency site and provide access for emergency vehicles. In this type of emergency, there's a tremendous amount of activity to coordinate. Clear communication is essential, and one person, the incident commander, needs to be in ultimate control of the situation on site. A key measure taken by the incident commander will be setting parameters for safety zones. The hot zone is the area judged to be the most dangerous. It's an area in which only essential personnel are working. Everyone is wearing personal protective equipment, and anti-ignition preventative measures are rigidly followed. The warm zone is the area where the command center is located. Only authorized individuals are working, and extends to the point where public access is restricted and redirected. The safe area is designated the cold zone. The scope of the emergency may be such that multiple jurisdictions are involved, such as both state and local police, several rescue squads, or several fire departments. As a rule, the senior fire officer is in charge. When utility company experts are on the scene, decisions relating to the control and containment of natural gas and potential electrical dangers should be directed to them.
Only when every responder, from the person first called to the last one to leave the scene, works within the same framework of readiness in dealing with the real and potential danger, are these emergencies resolved safely.
Let's review some of the key points of this last section. In shutting off the supply of natural gas by turning the meter valve, which position should the valve wing be in? At a right angle to the pipe? Forming an X with the pipe? In the same direction as the pipe? The meter valve should be at a right angle to the gas pipe. Which of these tools is not effective in turning off the gas supply? The socket wrench and the open-end wrench are not effective because they can't be adjusted. A hammer is a dangerous tool to even attempt to use. The crescent wrench is a good tool to use. Which of these factors could cause reignition of a natural gas fire? All of these factors can create reignition. Even after the gas fire is out, maintain all your preventive measures. Only after the utility company says the fuel source is secured and all the zones from hot to cold have zeroed out, indicating no gas presence, can everyone return to normal activity.